is you are just gonna get your 2 clips and just, do these. And basically what you're gonna do is go to multi-layer, select your clip, and then go to edit keyframes. Once you're in edit keyframes, you're gonna see size, and you're gonna go and you're gonna add those down arrows on one of those places. I usually do mine at the end, but since this clip is pretty long, I'm gonna do mine in the middle. But you just press the little down arrow and then make sure it is at 100 there, and then go to the end and turn it all the way to 200. You can do 150, but 200 is better. And then you're gonna go and then you're gonna press that little straight line because you don't want it to be choppy, and then go to custom, and then you're gonna be doing this. Sorry that I'm a little late on saying that, but just basically copy what I'm doing. I can make a whole video on what to do for keyframes, but this is basically what you gotta do to make smooth ones. I will leave the QR codes at the end of the video, and yeah, you're just gonna basically copy. It's gonna look like a J. It looks a little bit different whenever you're doing it like not sideways, but that's how I'm holding my phone, so. And then what you're gonna do is it's gonna mine looked pretty smooth the first time, but sometimes you have to go in and edit it more. And then you're gonna go to tracking blur to make it just as smooth as you possibly can. And I'm going to be, the tracking blur is gonna start in the middle, and I'm gonna turn it down just a tad bit. And yeah, that's basically it. And just do the tracking blur to your liking. If you like a lot and you think that looks really good, do a lot. If you don't like that much, then just don't do much. But that's how I do it. And then see how it's already looking a little bit smooth even though we haven't added the second transition. That's what it's supposed to look like. And then you're gonna go to 60 out and then go in the middle and then get that to 100. Basically, the middle is kind of the 100, or mostly the ends and beginnings. Yeah. And then you're gonna turn it back to 100 and then go to the line again and go to custom. And then once you're at custom, you're gonna do basically the exact opposite thing that we just did, which is the J, and you're gonna do like an upside down J kind of. And it's just gonna look like this little mountain thing. And you wanna pay attention to these little squares if you're copying mine, because that will make it look a lot better. And this one is a little bit tricky to get these lines right, because if you move one, then all of it can mess up, but just be patient and you'll get it. I'll leave the QR codes if you just cannot get it, because I remember when I could not get it. And then I'm going to go to mirror because we don't want it to show the white. And then I'm going to go a little bit of tracking blur, turn it down like we did last time. Sorry if I'm talking fast. And then you're just going to look at the video and see if you like it. If you don't, you can repeat these steps, but just change something a little bit. Maybe your keyframes, how much or how little you do it. And yeah, that's basically it. So that's the zoom in and zoom out transition. I hope you like it, and then we'll move on to the next transition. Okay. Okay, so on to our next transition, which this one is going to be the spin transition. I will say this one turned out choppier than I wanted it to because of the keyframe that I made. But basically, you're going to do the exact same thing and go into multi-layer and going to edit keyframes. You're going to spin this little spinny thing, and I'm going to do it at 25. You can do it at 40, 35, 25, 15. Those are my favorites to do. And then we're going to go to edit keyframes. Use the QR code and I'm going to put in the QR code. It's not going to be this one, but it's going to be the last one that we did. And that one is going to be the QR code, and we are just going to go on in and just do the spinning. And yeah, it's just basically you do the J again, except this one didn't turn out as good as I wanted it to. That's why it looks a little bit unsmooth, but I assure you it should look pretty smooth, especially because you're trying to make an edit, so it'll be a little bit faster because this is a one clip. So yours will probably be like a 0.26 clip or lower. And I'm gonna do tracking blur. Like I said, this doesn't look that good, but you guys might like it. This one that I made doesn't look that good, but just like, it's basically, these are the steps to doing it, and it should come out smooth if you use the QR code and listen to the other keyframe one. Yeah, sorry about this bad voiceover. You're just gonna be basically adding, this one I did a lot lower. what's it called? Tracking blur, because it didn't look that good. Do the opposite, exact opposite. So this one you're gonna wanna scroll to the other 25, because last time we did it to the right, and so this one we're gonna try it to the left. And yeah, then we are going to go and we are going to put it at 0 like that, and then go to custom and do the upside down J. Yeah, doing the upside down J is pretty simple. It's actually my favorite more than the right side up J, but this one took me a little while to get perfect. So we're just gonna like wait, but I'm pretty slow at this one. It took me a little while. It's not as complicated as it looks. I know whenever I first watched video start tutorials, like, but it's really not. You just have to try it and just be willing to take some risk, kinda, or like, you know, because editing all takes practice. My first edits were horrific, but now I've gotten a lot better. I'm not the best editor at all. I'm not at the least, but yeah, my edits have gotten a lot better. And we're just gonna be doing this process. So yeah, just to interrupt a little bit, I cut out some parts here, so that's why it's a little bit like messed up. You know, I only do it at the very bottom. I would recommend doing it like at the top, because I don't think that looks too good. A lot of people don't use that, but I do. And then I'm gonna go to mirror, which is right there, and you're gonna add the mirror so that we don't see the weight. And then we're gonna put it all the way down and just, I mean, not all the way down the tracking blur, but pretty down. And then this is the final result for the thing, and yeah, just gonna see it. Not my favorite spin I've ever made in my life, but it's pretty good, so that's pretty much it. Yeah. Okay, everyone, please like and subscribe. It would be greatly appreciated. Thanks so much for watching. Bye, guys. Love you.